Utah without us?
I don't know, but I'll think of something. No, not my hair. Good hair day. No. Okay.
Guys, it's the Horror Junkies of Utah coming at you today to talk about Scream 4. This is the last in the series on this little run we've been doing. You know, Scream 4, it was actually pretty good.
I definitely enjoyed it.
You know, so let's go to these two. I got Eddie and...
Tracy or Ghostface?
yeah.
Which one
There
do
we
you
go.
want?
I want Tracy.
I want
Tracy.
Mask off.
Alright, I'll be Tracy today.
We got Tracy and Eddie here, you guys, and let's get a quick overview of the film from these two. What did you think of it, Tracy?
I really like this film. Out of the four, the first one and this one, the fourth one, are definitely my top favorites. I thought that they did an excellent job with it. Again, the openings, they always do an excellent job with the opening scenes on all of the screams, and I thought that they did an excellent job on this one.
Yeah, it would be definitely my favorite opening.
Yeah, I'd have to agree, you know, where they do one after another after another.
Yeah, it keeps tricking
That's
you.
just
Awesome.
to where you're like, when's the movie actually going to start?
It had me fooled. I was like...
Me too. I think this was by far the strongest opening in Scream besides the
you.
original.
I would agree, yes.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
And that's just, you know, just the originality that came out and the confusion. We're sitting in the audience and we're like, okay, no, okay, no, you know.
Yeah,
it's
they
just like,
tricked me
when's
each
it gonna
time.
start?
I was laughing because it kept
I
tricking
was
me.
as well. So that was really cool that they did that. And we got some returning characters again. You know, it's amazing that they got characters to return to the fourth film, not...
Yeah.
I would say, dare say, there's very, very slim to none horror movies that can do that. Why don't you tell us some of the characters that came back?
So, of course, we have Neve Campbell. She returns as Sydney. Gel Weathers, who is played by Courtney Cox, returns. Also, David Arquette, who plays Dewey, he returns. Those three are in all four of the movies. That is kind of a big deal in the
definitely.
horror community
It is.
for movies like this to have that many of the returning characters keep coming back.
True. Out of all the original characters that came back, which was your favorite, Eddie?
Be Deputy Dewey. I've always liked him.
You've always liked Deputy.
Yeah.
What about you?
In the fourth one or altogether?
So, out of every one of them in the fourth one, the original characters who came back, what's your favorite character in the fourth one that actually has run the whole series?
It's a toss-up between Sydney and Gel.
Really?
Because I loved Sydney in the first one. She wasn't
Excuse me.
so much in the third one, and I liked Gel more in the third one. It's a toss-up between those two. I love a leading female character, so...
What about you, Marcus?
I'd have to say Ghostface. He's been in all of them.
He has been! That is true!
Man, I swallowed down the wrong pipe. No, I would have to say Dewey as well. I
Yeah.
really enjoy his goofiness, and now he's like the lead
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of cop in this one, and I thought that was really interesting. And he's got this little sidekick that I love.
Who is
Yeah, that's
Marley
right.
Shelton.
And she
Oh.
makes him brownies or something.
Yeah, those two actually, they starred together in Never Been Kissed,
Didn't know that.
you know, with Drew Barrymore,
I didn't know that either.
who was from the first one. So they
Nice.
actually have all been in a previous movie together.
Good. Well, I would take cookies, brownies, whatever from that cup.
Lemon
any
squares!
day.
It was
lemon
lemon
squares.
squares!
You're right.
It doesn't get like, these taste like shit.
Your lemon squares taste like shit. You know, it's really interesting in this movie though because we've now evolved from 95-ish era.
96?
96
Mhm.
all the way up to now. Well, not now, but pretty close. And technology's evolved, and now we got different things. The killers are actually setting up cameras in
Yeah.
scenes, and they're really
Live
getting into
streaming.
live streaming on the internet,
Yeah.
stuff like that. What do you guys feel about all that stuff?
I thought it was pretty cool how they had the live stream and the cameras on his headset and everything. It gave that first person perspective. It was well done. It wasn't overdone. They just used the right amount.
Right amount.
Yeah.
What about you?
Robbie, the guy that always has the camera attached to him, was totally just a Randy number 2. So I thought
Totally.
that was pretty cool. And this is the first film where Randy isn't in it.
It is.
And
Yeah.
also where they don't even mention or show Cotton Weary whatsoever.
Fuck Cotton.
Well,
We
I hate
all
that
know
piece of
this
shit.
guy has something against Cotton
I
Weary.
hate Cotton and Billy. Fuck Billy the most.
Is it their abs? Is it the
Don't talk
rockin'
shit about
abs? Or
Billy!
what is it? What is it? What is it about those two characters that
Oh
you
my
hate?
god. Billy, he's like every girl's dream. Like, you know, I just thought Billy was a real douchebag. He had that little glossy eye look and shit. I'm just like, Ghostface, you need to kill this motherfucker.
Okay, what about
And
Cotton?
Cotton, he was a douchebag. That motherfucker was like, oh, I'm the shit. I'm about to fuck the side bitch. But Ghostface is like, fuck you. You ain't fucking no side bitch, motherfucker. I'm gonna kill you and your girl.
Well, we figured out the two characters he's hated that aren't even in this film. What about you? Was there a character that just drove you nuts in this film?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. I actually really liked all of the characters. What's interesting about all of the Scream films that have 2 killers in them, so the first, second, and the fourth one, is that out of the 2 killers, there's one that has a motive and a vendetta against Sydney, and then there's one that just does it for fun. In the first one, the vendetta is Billy, and
Yeah.
Stu just does it for fun. Second one, Mrs. Loomis, vendetta, and Mickey does it for fun. And third one, Jill, vendetta, and Charlie does it for fun. And then obviously in the third one, Roman has an obvious vendetta against Sydney. So I thought that that was super interesting when you come to think of it. And also from the first one, a lot of those characters relate to the ones in the fourth one. Jill and Sydney, Trevor and Billy, Charlie and Stu. You know, like, they kind of relate with each other. And so I thought that that was really awesome. And how it was Wes Craven's last film, it kind of, they tie in together.
Okay, let's take it to the party scene. You know, you got, I think they're in a barn.
Oh, they're doing a
something, or-
screening of all the stab movies. They're
All
watching all the
stab
stab
movies.
movies. And
And
they're all
isn't it in a
partying.
barn or something?
Yeah, it's in a barn, and they're all doing shots for like certain things. And
Uh-huh,
it was pretty
yeah.
cool. I actually enjoyed that.
What does that scene remind you of?
Trying to think.
Halloween? I don't know.
I do have something that reminds me of, and it's Halloween 5, because they're out at a bar.
Oh
Oh,
my
yeah,
gosh,
yeah.
I knew it.
They're
I'm
out
like,
at a
I
bar
think
now,
it's
Yeah.
and they're all partying and getting drunk and shit.
Yeah.
And Michael Myers is there. That scene totally brought it back, you know. It's like, wow, got a little Halloween feel. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
So when we finally figure out who the killer is, what were your guys' thoughts? Did you expect it? Did you know who it was, or was it totally out of left field? for you?
I didn't like fully expect it, but I kind of thought she was, could be the killer. Just kind of the way she acted and stuff around Sydney.
Gotcha.
So
What about you?
I had no idea. I was not expecting it whatsoever. Not for a split second did I think it was going to be Jill. I thought it was going to be Kirby for a minute there, or Trevor,
Kirby.
kind of recurring the Billy theme.
I was kind of on that as well.
Not for a second did I think it was Jill.
What did you think of the hospital scene?
Where Jill finds out, or when she actually gives
Exactly.
herself away.
Yeah.
I thought,
she's-
I'm like, you're a dumbass. I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly.
For a minute there, I almost thought they were going to do like the total spin and have Sydney as the killer in Scream 4. I thought that would
I
be
kind
kind of
of thought
interesting.
that at first too.
Well, in the previews that you see the trailer for it, you see freaking Gel
Yep.
taking the mask off. I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be Gel. It's gonna be somebody from the main cast who just keeps coming back.
I
But
always
I was
thought
surprised.
Sydney could be that killer, because
All the stuff she's been through,
Yeah.
why the hell not, right?
I was always kind of waiting for Sydney to be the killer.
Maybe we will get to see that one day.
Yeah, you never know.
If you guys were to give this a rating out of all of them, let's not do a 1 through 10, but let's go 1 through 4. So, out of all the Scream movies, where would you rate this one between them all? We'll go with Tracy.
Can we say what our favorite character is first?
Go for it.
My favorite character was Kirby.
Yeah.
I
Hayden
agree.
Panettiere.
Kirby's
She was
awesome.
my favorite
Yeah,
character in the
same here.
movie.
Okay, but what's your favorite character throughout the whole
Well, I just want to say
Scream
in this
franchise?
movie, because we kind of did it with the other ones, so
Yeah.
Can we talk about your favorite character real quick throughout the whole...
throughout the whole thing,
I just want to hear that. Come on.
Billy was not the fourth one, so I can't say Billy.
You have to. I said the whole franchise. I want to hear
Roger.
Billy.
Billy.
What about you, Eddie?
Kirby's my favorite character.
Is it?
I loved her in this
Kirby
movie.
was awesome.
What about you?
He'll probably say Ghostface.
No,
You're gonna say Marley Shelton, aren't you?
No.
The other copper.
She was hot, man. I'm not gonna lie, but I actually liked Dewey's role in this whole film.
You did do an
Yeah,
excellent
I
job.
thought
great
this
job.
was his best, most direct film where he actually shed away some of the dorkiness.
Yeah,
And
he
he
did.
still had a little bit of it, but I thought he was more serious in this film. Finally, kind of matured.
Yeah.
So I really liked that about him in this film.
I
Now
thought it
he's
was
the big
funny
wig.
how he got hit with the bedpan. He's like, what happened?
But so now
So
let's go
rating.
to a rating. Out of the 4 Scream films, this is our final little retrospective Scream video. What would you rate this one in conjunction with the other 3?
Number 1 is
Okay.
my number 1. Number 4, this one that we're talking
Take
about.
second.
Second, and then the second film, and then the third film.
Right on. You, Eddie?
Mine would be the first is the first. Fourth would be number 2. 3 would be number 3. And the second one would be the number 4.
Okay, so I'm going to go. 2 was my favorite, followed by 1, 4, and 3 was just garbage. Don't even want to put it in here, but those 3 were really good. And I really enjoyed this film, but I really enjoyed all of them. But the second one, by far. So, let's have Tracy give a little spill.
Thank you guys for watching our whole reviews that we've had about Scream. We thought it was a great tribute to do for Wes Craven. He deserves it.
Yeah,
he
So
does.
make sure to like our page on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Instagram. We are loving all of you guys' feedback and everything that you have to say. We pay close attention. Thank
We do.
you for
We do.
watching. I am Tracy.
Marcus,
Eddie?
We are the Horror Junkies of Utah.
have a great night, guys.